Yo, 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 this is King Lion, and my, and this is my boy,
Jelani Muna.
and this is the Dual Eight Podcast. Yeah, yo, I hope everybody having a good day today, and it's been a minute since we had a chance to get a good podcast going, bro. How you been going?
I've been doing all right. Still stuff gets a bit tough around here, but that's just the usual life stuff. And also, just the fact is that my birthday's coming up soon, so dealing with that
Yo,
in the future.
yo, happy birthday coming up.
Yeah, next week, the 15th specifically.
Yo, so so put it put that on the comment section down below. Happy birthday day to my boy. Yo, how old are you turning, bro?
Turning 21.
Yo, the big 2-1, big two
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yo, happy for you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yo, today on this episode we're gonna be talking mostly about about the two episodes of Raw from last week and this week. But I want to say this. Um, we want and we want to say our best wishes to like three superstars who are injured. Whether we just found out that these three superstars was injured, two from AEW, one for WWE. The first one is Orange Cassidy. He got injured a few weeks ago. He got the John Cena injury from like 2007 where he tore his
Oh, the
arm from his
pectoral
socket.
muscle.
Yeah, the pectoral muscle. So he's going to be gone for about 6 to 9 months. Speedy recovery to Orange Cassidy. Now, the second superstar who was hurt, is Jay White. And wait, I think he sprained or I think he broke his wrist or his arm, and he's going to be out for at least 3 to 4 months. Speedy recovery to the Switchblade to one of the best leaders of Bullet Club. You know it now. And now for the last one, and this one is pretty much the worst. Kevin Owens, he has a neck injury, and and rumors have it that he might not be back for at least going on maybe 2 to 2.5 years. So it's sad to hear that, and it's sad to hear that Kevin Owens is not going to be. Kevin Owens is going to miss this year's WrestleMania. It's sad that he's going to be missing. We're going to not see Kevin for a while. I hope for a speedy recovery, and also the, the neck injuries are just bad. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember reading it because like it got leaked before he announced it, so like I saw it on like Twitter and stuff before Kevin actually said it. But it sucks when a wrestler gets injured. No matter what type of injury it is, it always is terrible to see someone out of action, especially during WrestleMania season for Kevin Owens, because Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens would have been a very good match to see. But
definitely,
neck injuries are no joke. I mean, they take out a lot of people and especially retire them too. Like Edge was retired for 9 years. Uh, Page was retired for a couple of years,
yeah,
or a few years, and Tyson Kidd hasn't has been retired with his neck
yeah.
injury.
Stone
So
Cold,
yeah,
Big
Stone Cold
E,
Steve Austin. Yeah, Big E also as well.
and
So
Daniel Bryan at a point, even Tommaso Ciampa. So
yeah,
it And so, just a speedy recovery to Kevin Owens, a speedy recovery to Orange Cassidy, and also a speedy recovery to Jay White. I hope you guys come back. I hope you guys come back better than ever, and we're gonna miss you guys for a minute. But
Yeah.
the show must the show must go on. You know, we first gonna on this episode first segment that we're gonna be talking about is in we're gonna be talking about the Judgment Day, the Penta, and the Braun Breaker situation. Now, this is what I got. Now, I gotta say this about the Judgment Day first. Is it this situation going on with the Judgment Day is very interesting, and I'm happy that we are finally seeing this situation happen with Dominic starting to take control and Finn is trying to keep his control. I'm kind of liking it, and I'm liking the fact that now we finally got to announce that it's going to be a fatal four way for the IC title, and it's going. And I'm just happy that that Dominic is finally getting his moment to finally shine like the superstar he is.
Yes. I mean, Dominic Mysterio has impressed me a whole lot, especially seeing from his debut. I mean, well, I mean, the 2005 when he came in, but just his real debut in wrestling, um, back in, I believe it was 2019, I think. 2018,
Uh,
2019.
nah, I think it was like 20. I think his first official match was like in 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so seeing him go from the character that he was back then to where he is at now honestly has impressed me a lot, especially with the fact that they've used Eddie Guerrero to enhance Dominic Mysterio's character. And, rest in peace to the Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, you know, forever a legend in the WWE. But but it's good to see Dominic Mysterio getting into the title picture. Getting into becoming the Intercontinental Champion and everything. Possibly, I mean, I did see there was a picture where it was like Dominic Mysterio holding the IC title belt, and it looked like Eddie Guerrero holding the IC title belt and everything. So it's just like it's coming full circle in a way where there might be a possibility of Dominic Mysterio becoming the Intercontinental Champion, and I feel like he would really do good as a champion. I mean, I think wasn't he like the North American champion in NXT or something? Like
Yeah,
I know he had he had that belt. So to be able to have the Intercontinental Championship belt would be good for him.
definitely. See, see, I'm see what I'm seeing from the Judgment Day part of this IC title situation is that it really is Dominic is finally taking his control of what Judgment Day should be like. Because I'm going to be honest with you, from when Judgment Day broke off from Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, I was really hoping that Dominic was going to take the reins and stuff. Now I kind of knew that Finn was going to be the leader right after, but 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 I was hoping that Dominic will learn from watching all these guys take the reins of being the leader of Judgment Day, and finally he take his role as the true leader. Now, I'm also happy that Liv Morgan is pushing Dominic to reach his full potential. Because to be honest, I've been saying this for a minute. My dark horse for Money in the Bank for this year is Dominic Mysterio to win this, and for him, and I'm really hoping that now seeing that hey he's going to be in the IC title picture, he win the IC title. it's going to okay. I think it's going to be a big moment. And then if he has a good run with the IC title, when we go into Money in the Bank, have him win the Money in the Bank briefcase and do like what the Miz is doing because Dominic is a great heel, and if he is Money in the Bank and IC champion at the same time, like what they did with Miz back in like 2010, that's gonna give him a lot of heat and a lot more. And the moment he cashed in that briefcase, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much people gonna be like, they're gonna be losing their minds and stuff. So, I, so I'm kind. So I am happy, and so that's what I'm hoping they're doing. And I am happy that he is finally taking the control that he is. And I'm also happy that Liv Morgan sees what everyone else sees. Dominic is a superstar, and it's now time for him to finally say, "Hey, I'm not nobody lackey. I'm not nobody's sidekick anymore. I am the face of this face." Because after Rey Mysterio, like people were saying like a Penta and Ray Phoenix or even Dragon Lee is going to be the face of Lucha Libre wrestling. To me, to me the next face is Dominic Mysterio. He had the talent, he had the look, he had the skills, and I think he's gonna be and he's gonna be the face for the Latino, males, and also gonna be the person that they're gonna push to be the next world champion for the Latino heritage.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd definitely like to see him with the world title someday. I feel like he would definitely wear it good, just like Eddie Guerrero did. I mean, remember when Eddie Guerrero was WWE champion in 2004? I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like it could be the same way for Dominic Mysterio. But one thing I do kind of wonder is, since Finn Balor is also in the match, could this possibly be the end of Judgment Day as we know it?
I think so. I think so. I think Finn is gonna be the one getting pinned in that match, or either he's gonna hit the coup de grace and Dominic is going to be the one, and Dominic is going to take the pin over whoever he hits, and he hits with it, and he's going to win the title. Because like I don't see because for Finn Balor, I don't see anywhere he can go with Judgment Day anymore. Like to me, he did so much already with the group, and we already seen the seeds that people that Liv Morgan is tired and fed up with him. Raquel is fed up with him. Even Dominic is a little bit fed up with him. He don't have JD anymore, and he don't and Carlito is just gonna follow whoever can help him out. So it's like and so I do feel like I do think that at WrestleMania we might see Finn Balor get kicked out of Judgment Day.
Mm. Well, I mean, honestly, though, I would like to see Finn Balor also have um, his singles run as well because, and it's unfortunate, the only time he held the world title gold, he only held for less than a day because of that injury at SummerSlam 2016 against Seth Rollins. Makes me kind of wonder what the Universal title reign would have been like if Finn Balor didn't get injured.
I I wish I do hope that this is the thing. I do hope that Finn Balor do get the world title sooner rather than later because I think I think once I think after the Gunther situation with Jey Uso and Gunther, I think you do need another guy. I think you do need a person to try to be a heel for that world championship. So I do hope that Finn is I hope that Finn Balor actually takes it to the next level and we I don't know how to say it like I hope he bring back NXT, not the first version of NXT Finn Balor, but the second version when he went back to NXT. If he brings back that Finn Balor, who is dominant and who is just kicking everybody behind and stuff, I think we could see him as a world champion again.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though, it would be good to see Finn Balor as champion, especially again, like it's been so many years, and Finn Balor has just been in the mid card title picture. I mean, he's been in the mid card. I mean, I think he's been United States champion at one point, I believe.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, it sucks because especially the fact that the Demon King, like such a great character that Finn Balor had, and wish that could have had some championship gold on it. But I mean, it does make me wonder if Finn Balor would even be in the world title picture because again, it seems like WWE likes to use the younger talent sometimes, and I'm just hoping that Finn Balor's time isn't running out when it comes to it.
me too. But we are, but this is what I want to say going forward. Like, well, I want to say this. I don't. Did you watch this week episode of Raw where Braun Breaker and Braun Breaker did that spear to Carlito?
I saw a clip of it on social media, and it is a very devastating spear. It's just like you got like the far camera angle with Braun Breaker running, and then like he just spears Carlito. It's just the close up of it. It's like Braun Breaker can no Braun Breaker knows how to spear. I would
Now,
say it's like Goldberg level type spear, honestly.
now I do believe that he is going to be. See, another reason why I believe that believe that we're going to see a new IC champion because he's going into the world title picture. I think after
Definitely.
this, he's gonna be going into the world title picture. I can't wait to see him versus Jey Uso for the world championship, and I think it's gonna be a great thing. Also, the fact that when Carlito got speared, he said and he tweeted out I my funeral arrangements have now been set. Yo, my service will be on Friday. R.I.P. to me. Like it like I saw that tweet and I'm like, oh my gosh, I started laughing, bro. And
Yeah.
this is the thing, he, like Braun Breaker when he did that spear was like I was actually worried about Carlito for a second because I think he'll because like when I saw it, I said maybe he actually broke some ribs because he was running fast. Like I said, damn, like what did Carlito did to you? I
Yeah.
felt bad for you. I felt bad for him,
I mean,
but also like I have to say I do like the chemistry that him and Pentagon is having because like if seeing seeing how Penta really is it really is gelling in with the IC title picture and stuff. I really do like it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Penta so far has been very impressive, especially especially the fact that in like this is he's having a WrestleMania match like already. It's just like it's very impressive having that. Like normally you have to wait like a couple years or so before you get your first WrestleMania match. And just Penta off the bat getting a WrestleMania match. I mean, he's proven to deserve a WrestleMania match, and again, he deserves to be in the IC title picture too. I mean, there's so many great contenders for the Intercontinental Championship right here. It's so difficult to pick which one would be the one to go over at WrestleMania though.
True. I I think the reason why I think that it's going to be Dominic is is for two reasons. One, because like I think he's the most freshest person to win it because out of everyone in this match, I think he's the only one who haven't hold a single title on the main roster. And two, it's the fact that in fact that one Braun Breaker is is going into the world title picture. Two Penta is too he too new to win it, and and then last like Finn Balor, they trying to do the Finn Balor getting kicked out of Judgment Day. That's why I'm thinking that hey, it'll be Dominic. But if it's not that, it is going to be a hard decision to see who is going to win the IC title.
Okay. Wait, so
But
you said who did you say you wanted to get over to win again?
Dominic,
Okay, Dominic. Yeah. Yeah, Dominic is a very good choice in to be an intercontinental champion though. Honestly, I want to see I feel like Dominic Mysterio would have such an amazing intercontinental title reign. I feel like, and I guess though I kind of wonder what they're gonna do if Dominic Mysterio does win the Intercontinental Championship. I do kind of wonder what they're gonna do after that. Are they gonna have the conflict with the Judgment Day? Are they gonna have Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor? I mean, I'm kind of wondering about that.
I think time will tell to see what they're going to do. Right now, I'm going to say this: there's something that are predictable in on there's something that are predictable about WWE, and there's some things that are not. So time will only be to tell if if Dominic wins, we will have to see what they're going to do with him. I just hope they do him right and not give him this like bull crap title reign. But
But I mean,
also for wait, what you were going to say?
well, I mean, I do hope they do. I do hope they do him well with the title as well. Because I mean, hopefully it's a decent reign too.
Now to the other part of Judgment Day, I got there's something I want to say and I don't know if I don't know if I said this in like past episodes and stuff, but if I did, and it just stay with me. I got Liv Morgan to me is is pretty much now a good. I don't know how to put it. Liv Morgan is one of the faces of this wrestling of WWE women's division, and to me, I'm kind of the reason why I'm kind of upset that right now she's out of the world title scene because like right now she with the tag team and she had the tag team title with Raquel and stuff, and to me, I feel like they just not using her correctly. And like you have her doing the best work of her career, and you have it, and you see how great she is in the ring. You see how Raquel is doing in the ring as well, and you gave them the tag team titles because you know they're going to be elevated and they're going to elevate it. But now you guys are not using you're not using them to their full potential, and now we have this bull crap gauntlet match that's going to be happening that I'm a little bit pissed off about, bro, because like this Friday is gonna be a gauntlet match for the tag team titles, those. So for the number one contendership for the tag team titles at WrestleMania, and we got we got so many mismatched tag teams. It's not even funny. Like we got Maxine and Natalia. We got um I don't know. We got Dewdrop and that Iva Fire. We got Bailey and Lyra. And I goddamn, there's so many. There's so many there's so many like people just put in a tag team together. I don't even. I lost count of this shit. It's I'm pissed off that that they are not using. They're not using the right tag teams at the right moments, and you giving us this bullshit gauntlet match that nobody nobody want to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody want to watch. Nobody cares about. And if you was and if WWE was actually smart enough to do this, this is what they could have did. They could have just the did the Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross match with them because that would be more of an exciting match than whatever this gauntlet match is gonna do the crown of number one contender and shit. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, whoever wins this match is just gonna get their ass kicked. So I really right now I feel like I feel like they're not utilizing Liv Morgan to her full potential, and it's a waste because of what she done last year. Because to me, she was the women's wrestler of 2024, and it's just a shame that now going into WrestleMania, she she really don't have a path to WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I do agree with what you said there because I think it's just the hardest thing sometimes is that when you have such a good run that it's really hard to kind of keep up with it sometimes. Like usually, there's usually like a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a downfall before, the the top, right? The peak and everything. I mean, Liv Morgan did do a lot of work in 2024, especially with the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and everything like that. So it's hard to kind of keep that going when there's new talent coming up and there's more interesting stuff coming around. I mean, I could say the same thing with Drew McIntyre. Like Drew McIntyre had such an amazing 2024 as well. I mean, hater of the year. I mean, with the CM Punk feud and everything like that. Also with Seth Rollins, and it seems like he's kind of also dropped a bit, especially with them drafting him to SmackDown. It's really hard to kind of keep that fire energy going because I mean fire burns out sometimes, so it is difficult to kind of keep it up.
Yeah, but at least eh, I think the difference between the Drew McIntyre and the Liv Morgan thing is this: they are still they are still using Drew McIntyre in at an elite level with the Damian Priest situation, because is more that story is more interesting than what whatever going on with the tag team titles now, because at least that is like, hey, these two guys, we know these two guys don't like each other, they beating each other up, and this, that, and the third. But but for the women tag team titles, it's like, and for Liv Morgan, it's like there's no path into this. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna throw a random tag team at you. You guys fight at WrestleMania, and you retain the tag team title, so we can put you at WrestleMania. And I just feel like it's a waste, especially on what she had been doing this year and last year. and I'm and it's just wrong. It's wrong to me. And this is what I'm gonna say. If we had to have a triple threat match at WrestleMania, if we had to, and I still say that we didn't have to have it, and I'm great, and I'm thank the fucking God that that Dom. Oh Jesus Christ, this is about to piss me off. I'm about to get pissed off. I'm about to cry out loud. I'm grateful.
We're gonna get another Jeffrey Crash out here.
Nah, because you don't get how freaking happy I am that they finally just announced this freaking match. They assaulted our intelligence for like 4 to 5 weeks. I thought they wouldn't gonna I thought they wasn't gonna announce it until next week. I didn't even care if they did announce it or not. But I'm just grateful that they did. Okay. The triple threat match for the women's championship is on. I'm grateful for that shit. But I'm gonna say this: we didn't need that match. I'm always gonna say this now. We didn't need that triple threat match at WrestleMania. But if we did, we didn't need Io Sky in this match. We didn't need Io Sky. You could have put Liv Morgan. I'm one of those guys to say this. Put Liv Morgan in the match. If you had to put somebody, that's the person. So I don't think you need it because you already had the feud between Rhea and Bianca already set up. But if you had to have a triple threat match, you could have put Liv in it so she could have something bigger going on than some bullshit title match at WrestleMania that we all know she's gonna win. That's all I'm gonna say. I know it wasn't the crash out that everybody wanted to see, but I'm holding that sucker in because we got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, though, I guess one thing I will say is, and I've been reading this online, like I've been reading a lot about this online and stuff, and it's like, if you really think about it, if you really think about it, Rhea Ripley technically just kind of just asked her way to get into the title shot. I mean, technically, like because she lost her title, I don't know if they do rematch clauses still in WWE because WWE rules are a little bit iffy. But if they don't do rematch clauses, that means Rhea Ripley just basically complained her way to the title picture at WrestleMania. Like she didn't earn it if they don't do rematch clauses.
But that's
All
the
she just
thing.
said, she just
Oh,
inserted herself technically.
I think they still do rematch clauses, but that's another thing. If we do have rematch clauses, we could what happened to Liv Morgan? I hope Liv Morgan do get her rematch clause sooner rather than later because she deserved it. She really do. But it's like I'm 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 just upset as hell. I'm just happy that that this match is finally announced, so these people can. So I don't feel like I'm an idiot because I'm gonna be honest with you. They've been assaulting everybody intelligent for the last 4 or 5 weeks, okay, okay. Oh, this contract signing went wrong. Oh, number one here's a rematch. That went wrong. I could have told you. I could have and would I could have told you all that crap would have went wrong. And I don't know if this is because nobody wanted to announce matches and not the WrestleMania match card overseas. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I'm just saying you guys really effed up these announcements and these bills and stuff. I'm just saying that, but you know what? That's something for another episode. We're gonna get into that because I promise you, I promise you, I got a lot of shit to get off my chest. we just gonna keep it to Raw. But this is what I'm gonna. But this is one thing I'm gonna say about this women's situation, and we're gonna move on from here.
Hmm.
Adam Pierce, you're an asshole and a freaking moron. You all of it in the third. You're a damn fool. Okay, you saying, oh, I want to keep it. Oh, you guys can't keep it civilized. Are you serious? You knew this shit couldn't keep it civilized. What are you talking about? If you would have, I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know if Triple H told you not to. I don't know if anybody else told you not to. But if you just would have did, if you just would have put the damn match and put the, if you would have just gave Rhea the damn triple threat match at WrestleMania 3 weeks ago, we wouldn't be in this damn mess. Matter of fact, we wouldn't be in this damn mess if you nigga didn't give the belt to fucking Io Sky. You niggas are about to piss me the hell off. You know, and this is something that I want to say, and this is the last little bit because I'm going to get into this. Don't believe me. There's going to be. I'm going to get into this because we're going to be dropping videos on some of this stuff. But this is what I'm gonna say. I watched this clip on TikTok from Kayfabe, and I think um Kayface Kayfabe breaking. It's like another podcast and stuff. They saying, hey, I feel like Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley deserve the main event of WrestleMania over Punk, Rollins, and Seth and stuff. And we're gonna get into Punk, Rollins, and Seth in another episode. So there's a lot of episodes we're gonna get into, but this is the little bit that I'm gonna say before we leave. Bianca, yes, she deserves the main event. Rhea Ripley, damn well sure deserves the main event of WrestleMania. But if I hear another motherfucker say Io Sky deserves the main event of WrestleMania, I'm gonna flip my motherfucking leg because this is some bullshit. She don't deserve she don't deserve the main event. Stop it. These are the same niggas that was on it that was saying, hey, Becky Lynch deserved the main event. And you wanna know something? We got that main event, and it's one of the worst wrestling main events of all time. One of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. I got that shit ranked. People said the Miz and John Cena main event was bad. That one trumped this one, and trumped that. And I tolerated it. And I was the damn fool that actually stayed up to watch this. And I've always said this, and I'm going to say it now. They robbed Kofi of that main event. I said it right now, and I'm going to say it again. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan should have been the main event of WrestleMania that year instead of that bullshit triple threat match. And I say it this year right now as well. Io Sky do not deserve to be in the main event. If it had to be a main event, it should have just been Rhea and Bianca. That's how I feel. I know there are people that agree with and you need to stop with the damn bullshit. Oh, EO deserves this, EO deserves that. EO don't deserve jack shit. She's a good wrestler. That's it. She can wrestle. I give her credit for that. And I'm always going to give credit where credit is due. But except for her wrestling, but looking past her wrestling skills, there's nothing special about this broad. I'm sorry, her promo skills suck. So okay, she's okay, and that's about. There's a lot of other things I can get into, but I'm just gonna say this: WrestleMania main eventers have to be the elite of the elite. If everyone is a main eventer, then there no then what is the main event?
Yeah. I mean, they
Okay,
say if everyone's in the main event, then nobody's in the event, technically.
I'm just pissed off that we have people who saying this shit deserve to be in the main event, and to be if I mean I think it'd be a slap. She's not even she's not even the best on her fucking roster. She's not even the third best. She's the I got
Well,
lot I got Laya Valkyria ahead of her. I got Bailey ahead of her.
yeah.
She's number okay, but I'm gonna get but I would save that for a shorter episode. Let's get into the next subject. Or
Okay.
do you have something you want to add on to this?
Well, I was just only gonna say, like, would you say Io Sky is the best in damage control though?
Are we talking about every member of damage control now, or every member and who ever been in damage control?
Well, I guess we could do like every member of damage control, like since the beginning.
Okay, she's not better than Bailey. I have Bailey as one. I I guess I do like Dakota, but I don't have Dakota at two. I have Dakota at least 4-3. I think this is Kyrie saying it's five. I know that for sure. So it's either Oscar at two or Io at two. If we had to say body of work, are we just using what they did in damage control? Or are we talking about their whole career?
Well, well, I guess to keep it simple, let's just say what they've been doing in damage control.
Okay, then that Io Sky at two, and then Oscar at three.
Okay, I see. But anyways, well, I mean, as long as I guess like anything we could say though. I mean, I will say that as long as they have a decent match, even with it being the triple threat and everything. As long as they have a decent match and everything, I mean that's all I need. That's all I need, and I feel like they could
I
pull it off.
they're going to do a great. It's going to be a great match, and I know it's going to be a great match. It's just not the match I want. I'm just saying, it's just not the match I want. I want,
Yeah, yeah.
but going forward, the next conversation we're gonna have is the Jay Uso versus Gunther situation, and
Oh yeah,
I mu- I must say that they finally got me interested in this damn feud. I
yeah.
was so off. I was so off of this feud. I was like, I was skipping through it because I didn't care what Gunther had to say. I didn't care what Jey Uso had to say. But uh, but you want to know something? You want to know who the MVP of this rivalry is and this storyline
I mean, didn't you say like Michael Cole or something like that?
of this storyline?
Oh, oh, maybe you said it for something else. But who is the
Yeah,
MVP?
uh, this MVP of this storyline is Jimmy Uso. I gotta
Oh,
say,
Jimmy.
Yeah, I said Michael Cole was the MVP of that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match, but
Oh yeah.
but for this storyline with Jey Uso versus Gunther, Jimmy Uso is the MVP. He made this damn storyline 10 times better. It was boring as hell. I don't For me it was boring. I don't know about you. You if you felt like it. Do you feel like it was boring?
Okay. Well, I mean, the only issue I had with the Jey Uso and Gunther feud is just the fact that they did it at Saturday night's main event, the match, and I mean that's the only problem I had with it. And I guess I guess also, I mean, you know how the botches were during that Austin Theory match and all that, but I mean botches happen. Botches happen, you know,
Yeah,
mistakes happen. So, but I guess it's just the overall, just the fact that they already did this match, and you know, it kind of it's like if they never did the Saturday night's main event match, it would be much better. It would have been a way better feud for WrestleMania had they not done it before.
yeah, definitely. And but uh, but because they did it before, because I think because they did it before, I think that's the reason why people were tuning off from it. But the reason why I'm saying that Jimmy Uso is like the MVP is because like he brought the excitement of this feud to a level where I finally now can say, hey, hey, I feel happy and I feel happy about watching this because it was repentant and it was boring and to watch because every time it's either Gunther sneak attacking Jey Uso or Gunther beating up somebody from Alpha Academy, or Jey Uso finally getting a little bit of a one up on Gunther for like a moment, but him doubting himself still. It but with Jimmy Uso coming to the rescue, he's saying, "Hey, hey, I want to fight you, Gunther. I want to prove, hey, I want to prove you're not invincible and stuff." I really liked what he did, and he gave a great match. Like it wasn't no bullshit 5 minute match. It was a match, great match, and he showed that hey, I can go toe to toe with the world champion, and I can push him to my limit and push him to his limit as well. Look, I think this was a standout match for Jimmy Uso, and it shows that he can be a world champion as well, and it also brought life into the storyline because if you saw the promo with with Jey Uso last this week with Gunther, he brought okay. This brother looked like he was ready to really kill Gunther, and he said it. I'm praying, okay. I'm going to throw a prayer for you for the night before WrestleMania because what I'm going to do to you is going to be hard. It's going to be just so bad that I don't even know what's going to happen afterwards. Okay, I am, and none of that would have happened if it wasn't for Jimmy Uso. So that's what I'm saying. Jimmy Uso is the MVP. I'm now excited about what's going to happen next week at the final. This is going to be the final week. It's going to be the final Raw before WrestleMania. But I'm very happy to see what they're going to be doing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I watched the Jimmy Uso versus Gunther match on Raw, and I will say I never okay. I didn't think they would do what they did after the match happened. I'm gonna be honest. When Gunther did that whole like tying up Jey Uso's like hand to the rope, and then like doing what he did to Jimmy Uso, that reminded me of '09 Randy Orton right there. Like you know when Randy Orton handcuffed Triple H to the rope and kissed Stephanie McMahon. That it
Hmm.
kind of gave me similar vibes to that, cause and especially with Gunther licking Jimmy Uso's blood. I mean that gave me a lot of it reminded me of AEW a bit, cause like there was that thing with Hangman Adam Page that I remember.
Yeah,
Uh, so it also kind of reminded me of that bit, but I will say they definitely did go. They definitely made it a lot better with that segment that they did, the post match thing, because they you know now you know that Gunther is out for blood. Now you know, like he is not going. He's not gonna be like he was before. You
Yeah. Oh, but I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for like interrupting you and stuff. I just want to say this very quickly, and then we can just go right back into it. I don't know who, what. I don't. I just got a tweet on my phone about the NBA game going on right now between the Lakers and Dallas. I just want to say this. Luka Doncic, you motherfucker! I've never been so happy to see this shit because my boy sent me the stat sheet. And shit, you're about to see a happy crash out moment. He sent me the damn crash. He just sent me the stat sheet of this shit right now, and this brother had been killing. And this brother killing Dallas. Okay, okay, this man, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 35 points, and he only been playing for 23 minutes. And I have never okay. This nigga is prime Brian. He dropping bucket. I have man, you have no idea. Everybody else on the Lakers having combined don't even have his same. Don't even have they have the same amount of points he has. They have. This is okay. We knew that Luka Doncic was going off when he went into Dallas. We just didn't know he was going that off. You know, it's an ass whooping, baby. Oh, I'm just so happy. Happy to see this. But, shit. All right. That's all I wanted to say. Back to the gun. Okay, sorry. Sorry for interrupting you, bro. Also, sorry. Sorry,
no, it's
guys.
well, I
Hey,
mean, congratulations to him, Luca Dante. You said
Luka Doncic,
okay.
aka
Well,
Luka Magic, the
yeah,
Don, all of it combined. Is it okay? Okay. Also, one more thing. Does it okay? Everyone tune in after okay. WrestleMania is gonna be great, but also tune into the NBA because it's gonna be Lakers in five. I'm being five. Tune into NBA, CBA, TBA because the Lake Show at five. We win our 18 championship. Back to okay, but we're gonna go back into the Raw recap with Gunther and Jimmy Uso and Jay
yeah,
Uso.
yeah. So honestly, but I mean, like, how do you feel now? I mean, I guess you did say that you were excited, more excited for the Gunther and Jey Uso feud now, but how much did this bump up the expectations for the match? Like, if you were to give a scale from 1 to 10 on excitement from before and after, what would you say before and what would you say after when it comes to this now? Like the hype.
Okay. Well, before that situation happened, I was one of these guys who was like, "Hey, listen, this match is going to be it's just going to be the same thing that's going on from the last 3 matches, except hey, Jey Uso might win the title." So it's going. And so I gave it a 2 to a 3, and the only reason why is because if Jey Uso wins, I'm going to be eating with the crowd and stuff. But after, but after I saw the situation with Gunther and Jimmy and with Jay and Gunther busting Jimmy head open with the blood and stuff, I it jumped me up. It jumped me up to about an 8 to a 9. Now because now I'm a little bit more happy because now I'm seeing a Jey Uso who might not be just playing around. He's gonna be playing around he's gonna be playing around with the crowd. He's gonna be eating with the crowd when he do his entrance and stuff. But when that bell rings, I, I'm just gonna do this prediction right now. the first move he's gonna do, he's gonna spear Gunther, and then he's gonna hit him, and then he's gonna hit him with a false splash, like Uso splash, like right there. I see that going on.
Yeah, but I mean, it always. But I do wonder what more they can add on because they still got like a week or two, right? Like they got like another week.
Yeah, they got next week, and then that's it. Like next week is the final Raw before WrestleMania.
Yeah, which damn, I
I
mean, honestly, like it's crazy how it's crazy how soon WrestleMania is coming soon though.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This WrestleMania been the longest WrestleMania I had, and like it's been the longest WrestleMania I have had to wait for a minute. Like I did not see this coming. I hope the God that next time they, I hope the God next time it just have WrestleMania on the first week of April or on the second week of April. Don't do it on the third or the fourth. Nobody want to wait that long to watch this.
But yeah,
But I do. But I am. But if you had to add something into like the match, like if you had to add a stipulation to the match, what would you add?
okay. Well, because of what they did with Jimmy Uso and the whole blood thing last week, I feel like it should be a no holds barred. Like do something like that, because now it's gotten even more personal with that. So you have to make it no holds barred, or at least like no disqualification. Maybe even a street fight. Um, like I wouldn't say like steel cage or anything, because that is something reserved for heavy blood feuds, like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, CM Punk and Seth Rollins and stuff like that. But I feel like with this one, I feel like a no holds barred match would be a pretty good match stipulation for Gunther and Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
I see that. I see
Yeah.
that, and I agree with that. So not so from Gunther and Jey Uso to now into another. Well, I get there. Well, yeah, there's gonna be a last bit of the Raw recap, and then we can just and then we're gonna have one more segment added onto it. But I think this part is gonna be the John Cena versus like Cody Rhodes situation, and this is what I'm gonna say about this. The promo that John Cena did against Cody Rhodes, I and like it made me laugh, but it also made me say it. Most people said like, "Hey, Cody, he went toe to toe with him." I said this right now: John Cena buried Cody Rhodes in that promo, he and I think if Cody did not do the crossroads, I think John would. I think it would. I think John would have like. I think John would have definitely had the upper hand going into WrestleMania and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the whole promo and everything, and I'm just gonna say the way that John Cena talks, especially the way that John Cena gives a promo, it's like poetry. Like that's what I feel like, because like the words that he uses and everything, it's just like it it's like very smooth with his delivery and everything. especially like the way that he just there was so many cold lines in that promo. I mean, Cody Rhodes did give some cold lines as well, especially like at the end, but John Cena knows how to speak. He knows how to talk. He knows how to do a promo, and it's just like it felt so. Like I felt it. Like I felt those words. Especially like the AEW references, like the I build empires for billionaires. You just steal money from billionaires' kids, or like that promo. Like, but that wasn't the only one. That wasn't the only thing. It was also like the line where he said like you steal from everybody that you watch or something. Like you, like the fact that he went deep into Cody Rhodes' character, like the whole like tattoo thing that he had. I mean, of course,
Hmm.
Cody Rhodes did say that he did acknowledge his flaws before John Cena eviscerated him with those flaws, but but damn, just like that's why, like, when it comes to a John Cena promo, I can't stop watching him. John Cena can just John Cena is just the great. He's the greatest of all time when it comes to those promos.
I can't. You're not lying about that. I agree with you 100%. But if you had to, if you had to, if you had to rank John Cena promo skills, like with some of the greats, where would you put him? Like, if you had to like put him like one and like like 1 through 5, like I'm gonna throw you some names, and you tell me if John Cena is better with the mic.
Okay, I
Okay, Stone Cold.
okay. I mean, when it comes to a Stone Cold promo, like Stone Cold promos are very believable. Like because he just goes with the "I'm gonna whoop your ass." He goes with the he goes like very direct with his
Yeah.
promos. I mean, I want to keep like Stone Cold on the top of my list because I mean he even though John Cena is good, I mean you can't beat a Stone Cold promo though.
Okay. Do you okay? How about CM Punk?
I would say uh John Cena is at the level of CM Punk, especially with just the way that CM Punk, both CM Punk and John Cena, um, like they're very smooth with their delivery. Like I would say that John Cena is a little bit below CM Punk, honestly, only because CM Punk is another one that I constantly love to listen to his promos. Like you give CM Punk the microphone, I'm listening to that every single time. Um, a good example of a good CM Punk promo that I've been watching recently is when CM Punk did that promo on The Undertaker after Paul Bearer died back in 2013. Where he like
Yeah.
interrupted the memorial and all that. I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
listen to that promo because I mean CM Punk. I mean that's not the only good promo that CM Punk has said, but has made, but just every time CM Punk, like again, like every time CM Punk has the microphone, I listen because he knows how to deliver well.
Okay. Randy Orton.
I mean, I don't I don't really I don't really watch Randy Orton all too much for his promos. All too much. Like I just watch Randy Orton more for the matches. Cause Randy Orton Randy Orton is great with his matches and all that, but I would say John Cena ranks higher than Randy Orton. I mean, Randy Orton does know how to do a good promo, but John Cena to me is just better than Randy Orton when it comes to promos.
Okay, okay. Triple H.
See, when it comes to Triple H, it's funny that every time I think of Triple H, I think of when The Rock imitated him. It's like, I am the game. You know that promo that The Rock did?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I mean, though, when it comes to Triple H, so I always I don't know, like Triple H is okay when it comes to his promos, but it's just like a lot of the times, like Triple H, uh, and I guess this is more so of like I don't know if it is, but it's just like I say that John Cena is better than Triple H. I feel like again, like Randy Orton and Triple H are kind of like on the same level when it comes to their promos, and John Cena's just better than those two.
All right. Last one. The final boss. The Rock.
Okay, now it depends. It depends on what version of The Rock, because it does seem like The Rock's promo skills, and this hurts as a Rock fan. It does seem like The Rock's promos has kind of dropped in quality. Like Attitude Era Rock promos are phenomenal. You know, like especially with the catchphrases and everything. I mean, Rock was one of the goats when it came to the mic, but it seems like as of recently, the Rock's promos are a little bit all over the place. Especially the promo that he did before the Elimination Chamber, um, where it was
Yeah.
yeah, that one was a weird promo where it seemed like The Rock was like switching between babyface and heel, and then later on tried to like, for lack of a better term, tried to like seduce Cody Rhodes. Because it was like me and Saint were watching it, and like Saint felt really uncomfortable with how The Rock was giving his promo to Cody Rhodes. It's like, I want your soul, Cody. But
You know that meme and meme from our truth.
uh, which one?
I don't even know it. That PG.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah,
I, I
yeah.
think that
Um,
that would have been a good time for Truth to come out, and he would have said, and he would have told Cody, "I don't even know it. That PG."
yeah, but yeah. But I mean, like, so it's hard, like, cause Attitude Era Rock, you can is again like on the top of the list, but nowadays Rock, I have to say that Cena is way better than current Rock when it comes to his promos. Because I don't know what the hell that promo was that The Rock did before Elimination Chamber. I don't know what that was.
I get you. I think this is the thing. I think this is the thing. Is I'm I'm happy. that we are. I'm happy that John is finally being who he wants to be. Like it's that the promos these last 3 weeks, those last 3 weeks, really showed that hey, John, if he wanted to be a heel, he could have, and he been dominating it from going after the fans from going after the fans on the first week, from saying hey, I'm gonna take the title the second week, and then destroying Cody on the third. I I really see what John. I really see that John Cena is one thing when you are a great baby face. You face. I think if you can do one thing right, then then you're the goat in that category. But if you can do but if you can do both sides, babyface and heel correctly, you I say that you are on GOAT status, and that's where John is. Like John is like, hey, as a face, I'm amazing, but I can also kill you as a heel. And I'm like, I'm happy to see where this is going. I'm happy to see that John Cena is being who he wants to be, and I can't wait until next week's SmackDown because because I got this on my phone the same time I got the Lakers situation on my phone. John Cena will be on SmackDown next week on the final
Okay.
SmackDown before for WrestleMania, and I'm just hoping that John do an AA on Cody and then walks out and he holds the title up in the air because it's like I they're going to be I got a receipt for Cody Rhodes and that's what and the point is the point is I'm just happy that John is where he is.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy that John is now being what he wants to be, and that's not babyface John Cena. That's John Cena. I don't give a f about anybody but himself. And
Yeah.
I'm rooting for John to win that 17th world title. I can't wait for it. Hell, I'm even saying this: when John Cena win that title, I'm going on WWE Shop and I'm buying a replica.
I see. But what one thing I do want to say about John Cena, this whole John Cena and Cody Rhodes feud, that I I wish we saw more of. I wish like we saw more of The Rock in like this feud though, because I mean, yeah, we seen him in the Elimination Chamber, and he did get mentioned last week. I think by Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
but it's just I kind of wonder about like what is the Rock like? Where is the Rock in this? Like, is he gonna appear at WrestleMania? Like, is he not gonna appear? Because I mean, the whole thing was constructed by The Rock, and like, we haven't really seen much of The Rock. We haven't really seen like any promos from The Rock or anything like that. So I don't know if it's like I don't know when The Rock's gonna make his appearance.
Well, we was supposed to get him last week. That was the rumor, but I guess plans changed. But but I am but I do think he will be at WrestleMania. I do think he's going. I do think he's going to help John. I don't think John needs any help to beat Cody Rhodes, but I do think he's going to get involved to help John win the belt because because Travis Scott. I do believe he's going to be there because he's going to perform his song at WrestleMania. So I believe that the whole crew is going to be there, and it's just going to be, and that's where we're going to see the Rock. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I do hope so because like I've been just like, because I've been reading stuff online and like I just, even though the promos are good and everything, I always like see stuff about like where's the Rock at and everything. I'm always like thinking like, that's a good question. Like where is the Rock at?
To be honest, I think the Rock is closer than everybody thinks. But really, it doesn't even matter where the Rock is because you want to know why?
Why?
Because it doesn't because John Cena John Cena don't need the Rock to help him win the belt because it doesn't matter is it Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, Rose. Hey, it could be Lana Rose for all I care. It's okay. It's Cena. It's Cena and okay. It's Cena and one. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Well, all I can say is that I kind of just I kind of just wonder. I mean, yeah, Cena's got himself, but hmm, damn, this is gonna be a good match. This is gonna be a great
yeah.
match. It's gonna be an amazing match, and I can't wait to see it.
I got and one more thing. Listen, and this is for Cody, and this is for all the Cody crybabies. This is for everybody else. Everybody else. It doesn't matter who Cody Rhodes called the hell. It doesn't matter. He called the Undertaker, an Undertaker, a Stone Cold, a Jimmy, a Jimmy, a Jay, and Jay, a Seth. Or Seth, hell, he can call his brother from AEW. Hell, he can call the whole roster from AEW. You want to know what's gonna happen? Ass whooping Central because the same way how it's Lakers in 5, it's John in 3 because it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3 AA situation. Hey, sister, hey, see you later. 17th on the way. Okay, so so that's how this is gonna go down.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, let's just see what happens. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do for next week's SmackDown, John.
Definitely. So this is going. So now we at the end, and we got the like we get. This is going to be our. This is going to be like the last segment before we wrap up the show. So because I wanted to talk about this real quick. We got the WWE Hall of Fame is coming out, and they put a new category. It's legendary matches. And what they choose as the first legendary match to be put into the Hall of Fame is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart, WrestleMania 13. And what I want to know is if it would, well, this is a two-part question. One, do you and how you feel about that match being the first match in the Hall of Fame? And second, if you had the chance to choose a WrestleMania match to be put in well to take it place, what WrestleMania match would it be?
I mean, to answer the first question, I mean, I feel like the Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart match definitely fits in the Hall of Fame because, I mean, it did help elevate Stone Cold Steve Austin. Um, and honestly, without that match, I don't even know if we would be able to get, I don't know if we would have the Stone Cold that we know today. Because I was reading about stuff and we all know about the Austin 316 promo and everything, but what really helped develop the Stone Cold Steve Austin character was the Bret Hart feud. And with the WrestleMania 13 match, and especially with Stone Cold Steve Austin having the blood on his face during the sharpshooter and everything, it really helped elevate Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I feel like it does fit in the Hall of Fame. Especially, I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart. You don't get any better than those two. Both legends in their own way. And I wish, I do wish Bret Hart did, uh, and this is a bit of a side comment. I do wish that Bret Hart did have a better time, in. I wish Bret Hart was in the Attitude Era because, like, after the whole Montreal screw job and everything, it just and with Bret Hart going to WCW, it hurt a lot for Bret Hart's career. So, I mean, I just kind of wonder about Bret Hart being in the Attitude Era, especially with like The Rock in the Attitude Era, and and especially Stone Cold how he was in the Attitude Era, because Stone Cold in the Attitude Era, greatest of all time, but also The Rock as well in the Attitude Era. But anyways, but to answer the second question, for a match to be in the Hall of Fame is a bit of a hard one to pick. But because there's so many matches that I could think of, but hmm, I would say a match that I have watched that I guess a match that I have watched and that I enjoyed was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. I mean that match was like had everything. Especially like the Undertaker and everything, like John Cena Undertaker. Like I remember watching it uh it, like I remember watching it with Saint, and it was just like we were just like marking out basically. It was just so great to see Cody Rhodes finish the story, especially with the work that Cody Rhodes has been doing over the years and everything. I mean, undesirable to undeniable, the one thing that I always remember. And that match was a match that showed that Cody Rhodes can be the face of the company. I mean, there's been other matches as well, but it's just this match was so perfect.
I think I can't disagree with you on that. I agree with you 100%. I think if it's for me, and this is the thing that and this is the match that I would have if I could switch out the Stone Cold and Bret Hart match. The match that I would switch out for is well the match what yeah the match that I would switch out would be John Cena and Shawn Michaels 2000 WrestleMania 23. I think that would be the match that I will pick if because that because I got two I got two number one matches. I got that match, and I think the second match I do have is Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
Uh, which one?
The first one, the first one,
WrestleMania 25.
yes.
Yeah, I mean that one was legendary. Um, see, I mean, honestly, even though I never really watched the match in full, like I saw some clips of it, and I need to watch that match in full. Honestly, I want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably will soon. But yeah, that one is a great match to be in the Hall of Fame. Uh, I'd also say the rematch as well at WrestleMania 26 was also good, but
Hmm.
it's always that thing. Like, I just wish Shawn Michaels stayed retired after that match. He should not have went to Saudi Arabia in 2018.
We hey, we didn't we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know he. I thought maybe Sean thought he had one more in the tank. Things happen, you know.
Yeah, but it's just it was such a good match to end your career on. It's the same thing with Ric Flair as well. It's just so many matches so many good retirement matches, and they just break it.
Nah, nah. There's a difference. There's a difference. Nobody really counts the Saudi Arabia match. Nobody really counts that as like Shawn Michaels' final match. Yeah, man. For Ric Flair, every match, anything, because for Ric Flair, this is the thing. Ric Flair always say he has one. This is his final match. And match. He said this is his final match here. His final match there. Yeah. His final match everywhere. It's like I'm kind of here. Like Ric Flair is one of those guys that say, "Hey, listen, I will never retire," and he really means he never retired because if he can get back in the ring for this one more match, he will do it. So there's a little bit of a difference between both of them.
But yeah, but I mean, Ric Flair would probably die in a ring. That's probably what would happen. He would
I don't
die.
think I don't think Ric Flair would be arguing about that.
Yeah.
But
I guess. But I guess like with the Shawn Michaels and Undertaker thing, it hurts a lot more because it seemed like Shawn Michaels was delivering on his promise for like it seemed like he was going to deliver on his promise. I mean, like it felt like, that was it. It felt like that was it. And then he has the crown jewel match and then it's like damn. And especially the fact that that crown jewel match was like a terrible not it was so terrible because of how old they were.
I say this if, and this is just to me, if if that crown jewel match happened 5 years earlier, we would it would have it would have been a whole different conversation. Because sure, these guys would have still been maybe a little bit out their prime, but Triple H he is, but Shawn Michaels would still be Shawn Michaels at least a little bit. Kane was still wrestling full time. Undertaker even if he only wrestled a little bit, he still had a line in the tank, and so did Triple H. So if that match happened 5 years earlier, it would have been a whole different situation.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact see just the fact that even like 5 years earlier, it still would have been good is like it's just such a testament to how legendary these guys were. Fact that because these guys like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Kane all had very long careers, and it's just the fact that their primes, like how good they were go can span multiple years. I mean, even like
Pretty much.
Undertaker in 2007, like 2007 Undertaker was like peak Undertaker, prime Undertaker. Even I would say even as late as like 2013 because I remember watching that match with CM Punk, like that CM Punk match at WrestleMania 29. Undertaker was good there. It was a good match, but I think the problem is just I mean Saudi Arabia, that when the buck calls, when the money talks a lot, and Saudi Arabia shows that a lot. I mean, and it's just it didn't stop there. It was also the Goldberg versus Undertaker match at I think Super Showdown 2019, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just I mean I haven't really watched too many Saudi Arabia pay per views, so I don't know if it's like getting a bit better since then. But
Oh yeah, it definitely got better. Yeah, but
okay,
they got they finally realized that hey, some of these old guys just don't need to wrestle.
yeah,
Just keep it old. Just keep it old. Just keep it new school.
but yeah, definitely. But I mean, I will. I guess I will say that Saudi Arabia, I would say is it's very interesting. I don't, I don't know how to really describe it, but it's just it feels like when WWE goes to Saudi Arabia, it's just the whole. I mean, the whole like everything's just different. It's just like a whole different, just universe in a way. I mean, because like you got like the women like fully clothed and everything because of how the laws are and everything,
Yeah,
and then you had like legends being the legends being put out of retirement for these matches and all that. So Saudi Arabia has definitely been a very interesting experience. Like these Saudi Arabian pay per views, and I think the Royal Rumble's happening in Saudi Arabia next year, right?
I don't. They haven't confirmed it. It's one of the possibilities, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, if it does happen, um, then hopefully, I mean, they did have greatest Royal Rumble in 2018, so
Yeah,
hopefully it can be, hopefully it could kind of be like that because I never really heard any like bad things from greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah, but who knows?
but yeah. But hey, guys, this is gonna be the end of the podcast. Yo, um, yo, where can we end? Yo, where can we catch you, Jelani?
You can catch me on Instagram because like I'm usually more active on Instagram and everything. Uh, so if you want to know my Instagram account, it's just Jelani Muna. If you want it to be spelled, it's JeLaniMoonah. So just at Jelani Muna on Instagram is where you can find me at. Um,
Yeah,
and that's really it, because like I don't really use my YouTube account all too. I mean, I kind of do. So you can, if you want to hit me up on YouTube, maybe leave a comment on one of my videos. I might answer it, but Instagram is where you will be able to reach out, uh, like reach me out, like contact me and all that.
I'm gonna have his Instagram down below with my Instagram. It's the one real King Lion. No, no, not one real King Lion. It's one real Jeffrey KL. KL stands for King Lion. And and just to let everyone know, we and we will be trying to get a schedule so we can do this weekly. And also, we are going to be dropping smaller videos. The podcast is still happening, but it's also but we also going to do like smaller videos, like what's going to like how we feel about CM Punk and his favor and stuff, and about Triple H and a few other things. So tune in tune in to the channel. and subscribe and like and can't wait to drop those videos out and off for you guys to watch and and I hope you guys have a good night. The Dual Ace guys are out of here. Peace.
Hmm.